The Atlanta Hawks, very quietly, have started the season off 7-8 and are 5th in the Eastern Conference right now. And they've got a couple of young guys that are really starting to break out with Dyson Daniels and Zaccharie, the number 1 overall pick. Everybody knows about Trae Young and Jalen Johnson, who's having a pretty solid year this year. DeAndre Hunter is even playing good in the 4 games that he's played in. But Rissacher and Dyson Daniels deserve a closer look. While he hasn't been the most efficient in the world, he has shown some flashes and is averaging 12 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, and 1.4 assists, which isn't bad for the number 1 overall pick, Zaccharie Rissacher. Again, he's only played in 15 games, 13 of which he started. And then Dyson Daniels, who's been quietly a really nice piece for the Hawks this year. 15 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, 3.4 assists in 33 minutes. Remember, he's only 21. Rissacher is only 19. And Daniels also averages 3.4 steals and 1.1 blocks per game. Dyson Daniels has a unique ability to get in on every play. Look at the hustle, the length, the athleticism. Saves it into Jalen Johnson. Derek White travels and then gets it back out, and Dyson Daniels tracks it back down. He's just one of those guys that length, that athleticism helps him be at the right place at the right times. The Hawks swinging around 3-0 Atlanta because Jalen Johnson knocks down a 3, and that's all set up by what Dyson Daniels doing the dirty work. Now here he is again. It looks like they're going to try and get into a little dribble handoff, little ball screen action with the Congo here, but instead he's just going to take Jaylen Brown straight up right to the rim, get to that left hand, his offhand, and finish it at the rim. That's a really nice take right there by Dyson Daniels. Now they're letting Dyson run this point guard spot. So, right, he's going to call out horns. Rissacher is going to get to the corner, and then Okongwu's going to come up. This guy's going to come up. That's what the horn set is, 2 screens at the top of the key, or you could get them at the elbows here. But Dyson Daniels is just going to work off this screen from Rissacher. Tatum's going to switch on, and he's still – that's the beautiful part about Dyson Daniels and why he can really be a franchise player is how big he is. I mean, he is as big as Tatum as a point guard. Wingspan might be bigger, off-arm bump to the floater. That's beautiful. Now this time he's going to get into an early ball screen here, kind of a ghost screen with Jalen Johnson. And Peyton Pritchard's doing a pretty nice job of harassing him. Jaylen Brown kind of overplaying here on the strong side. And so Jalen Johnson's just going to cut back door and watch the pass. This is a beautiful pass from, oh my goodness, right in the pocket with the dunk. No Trae in this game, so Dyson Daniels is facilitating a lot, and watch him get into an early middle ball screen here with Clint, who's just going to roll down the middle of the paint. If Jaylen Brown helps, then this is an easy kick to Jalen Johnson. That's the read, but right now he's attacking Al Horford, the old man, who's on him on the switch, and he's going to go right past him, right, and then dish it off to Clint Capella. Could have been called a charge, but I think Derek White was a little bit late. Nice read by Dyson Daniels. Now here's his calling card. Here's what he's known for, right? He's matched up on Jason Tatum, which is the beautiful thing. He can really guard 1 through 5 on the perimeter. And Jaylen Brown's going to attack. He's going to spin this way. Rissacher is guarding Drew Holiday, who's still on that end of the court. So he is stunted in. So Jaylen Brown worries about him, but watch Dyson Daniels. Watch the instincts, him coming from the weak side to get this poke out. He didn't spin. He went behind the back, and he just takes it away from him and goes down the other way. Really nice stuff there defensively. Great instincts. Now, the shooting will have to improve, but this ability right here to attack downhill off a pick and roll. Peyton Pritchard gets stuck up here. He's not the best trail defender either way, and Queta is in, or Queta, sorry, Celtics fans. He's in drop coverage all the way back here. So Dyson Daniels just gets to the elbow, hits that little runner, and if he's making this regularly, it's going to be really tough to stop. Now, once again, Atlanta getting into that middle ball screen. They're using this 2-man game here between Daniels and Jalen Johnson, and this time Johnson's going to roll right to the rim, and Daniels is going to attack going right. And watch as this happens, right? So, first off, he makes a very quick read, a really good read. That's good stuff. You don't want to over-dribble. But Sam Hauser has to step over to cover up this roll as Pritchard is still following, so that leaves Larry Nance Jr. wide open in the corner as Hauser has to get over to help. And that's a really good read right there by Dyson Daniels, just hitting that throw behind confidently for the 3-ball. Now watch him bait this pass from Sam Hauser, right? So he is over a little bit to make sure that Hauser can't attack this elbow off the dribble. But he is still, he's got a big enough wingspan that he can still be in the passing lane while being in help. And look at that, great instincts. As soon as Hauser releases this ball, he's going to break on it like a DB, like a safety, and go the other way for 2. Now, defensively, this is what I really like. Look at him being the aggressor. And instead of letting Jaylen Brown be the aggressor and dictating what he does, he's going to dictate what Jaylen Brown does. Look at where the ball is, right? Jaylen Brown is going backwards. He can't make a move to the rim in this position, and it's because of the defense of Dyson Daniels. Tries to throw it up. Daniels gets his hands up. You can't throw it through their hands, and that's a deflection steal. Hawks got a chance to take the lead. Now, here's where his game could really improve, and things could really get scary. Onyeka's just going to set him a down screen. He's going to come up off of this. Jaylen Brown obviously is not helping up because this is not on the scouting report to watch him making these threes, and he's just going to knock it down, set his feet. Very confident looking jumper, tie it up with less than 5 minutes to go. If we can get more of that out of Dyson Daniels, it'll be scary hours. Now, this is a good adjustment by the Hawks, right? So he's going to be the screener now in the pick and roll. And as Wallace comes off this screen, right, he's going to roll right into the open area. Jalen Johnson's the throw behind. Drew Holiday doesn't come over and tag like he should be, so now Jason Tatum has to be the roll help. But anyways, he's going to bounce it off here to Dyson Daniels. Tatum doesn't even come over. It's going to end up being Al Horford trying to protect the rim, and that's a great layup, great contested finish by Dyson Daniels. Now, as for Rissacher, we're going to be talking about the game where he dropped 33 on the Knicks. Originally, he's coming off of this down screen from Clint Capella, but Josh Hart does a good job of getting over the top. So what's he going to do? He's going to reset everything, get the ball back to Clint Capella at the top of the key, and then we're going to get into this action here with Dyson Daniels, where Daniels has either the option to pop or cut back door. And it's really tough on the defense because you got to talk it out and you got to pick which one you're going with. And unfortunately for the Knicks, both defenders go. Jalen Brunson goes, Josh Hart goes. By the time he realizes that Rissacher is now coming to the ball, it's far too late, and Rissacher has a wide open 3-ball to get things going. This right here is a really good action by the Hawks. So we're going to get a ghost screen here for Rissacher, who's going to pop, and then we got a dribble handoff for Keaton Wallace coming off of this Onyeka Okongwu screen. And as all this action is happening now, after this happens, so Cat now has to worry about Wallace cutting to the rim. You got Jalen Johnson over here, and then now you're going to get into a dribble handoff with Rissacher, except Mikal Bridges is going to overplay this, so Rissacher is going to cut right back door, right behind it. A nice pocket pass from Onyeka Okongwu, and that's a dunk. Now he's going to play a little bit of defense here. Great job by Dyson Daniels cutting everything off, and then Jalen Brunson just throws it right to Rissacher, who gets out into the front court, and then, yeah, I mean, Josh Hart is just going to stand here in the paint, let him dribble out of the three-point line, knock it down in rhythm, and that's beautiful. Didn't even touch the rim. Here's some more pretty good offense by Atlanta. So it starts with the pick and roll. You got Clint rolling. You got Trey coming off this way, and so OG is going to step up to stop that dribble drive. So he's going to skip it ahead to Jalen Johnson, who now Josh Hart has to slide up as Johnson drives, which leaves Rissacher, who's going to get back into this corner, get back into position. And it's a nice read by Jalen Johnson. And Rissacher knocks down the wide open 3. Now the Hawks are getting into a horn set, which is Rissacher and Capella coming to set a screen for Trae Young. But Young's going to skip it over here to Dyson Daniels, who's just going to pull up for the 3-ball. Would like to see more out of Daniels from downtown, like we said. But watch Rissacher. He's going to get in there before Karl-Anthony Towns can and get the tap back. That's great hustle on the offensive glass. Now, end-of-game situation. The Knicks are going to run 2 at Trae Young, so Mikal Bridges has to rotate up, and now here comes Rissacher right into the open area. This is a very smart cut, and for a rookie, it's nice to see that he's got that basketball IQ, pump fake to get Cat away, and then hits a nice little floater to tie it up at 110.